Excellent. Chaliye, let's start with 3 ohms. Thumbs, index finger together. Okay, palms facing the ceiling, back straight, neck straight. Chirayu, Avi, turn your videos on, please. Excellent. Oh. Chaliye, let's start with 3 ohms. Thumbs, index finger together. Okay, palms face. Oh. 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 Rub your palms together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently place your palms on your eyes, toes, entire body, and go down to each other. Jai Jinendra, everyone. Chaliye, Chirayu, I think I'm seeing you for the first time, right, Chirayu? You weren't here
Yeah,
last. Excellent. Good to have you on. And Arhan, good to see you after a long, long time. Now, because we have Kian, um,
I was
Avya.
in India.
Oh, you were in India. Okay, that's good. Hope you had a wonderful time and hope you went to some Tirtha Kshetras, some Tirtha Yatras as well. Chaliye.
Yes.
I have a video for you to start with. Okay. Every time we are going to start with a short video. It's going to be fun and it's also going to be a bit of revision for everyone. And I'm going to ask you questions.
Prayer is an integral ritual in human life, marking the commencement of a new day, new ventures, auspicious activities, or journeys. Through prayer, individuals find serenity and tranquility. It possesses the potential to instill purity in emotions, dispel fear, and provide.
Is it too fast for y'all? Because it's easy, I've made it
Yes.
2x. All right? When
Too
there's an
fast.
important part, I'll reduce the speed. Let me make it 1.5. Okay.
The strength needed for an auspicious beginning. Historically, prayer has held a significant place in culture and tradition. People of all ages engage in some form of prayer on a daily basis. Typically, these prayers seek peace, blessings, prosperity, luck, removal of troubles, good health, remedies for illnesses, the betterment of family, wealth, and fortune, among other desires. Certain prayers express gratitude for the gifts of life, such as food, nature, sunlight, and more, with the intention of ensuring that these blessings continue to flow abundantly, thus facilitating the fulfillment of desires and the ease of life. However, have you ever encountered a prayer that imposes no demands, no expectations, no requests for the fulfillment of desires? Well, one such prayer is the Namokar Maha Mantra. Millions of Jains recite it daily. It is a prayer rooted in veneration, pure reverence, and unwavering devotion towards the enlightened souls. These extraordinary individuals have fearlessly conquered all worldly desires, and in doing so, they have illuminated the path to liberation for all. To delve deeper into the lives of these enlightened souls, understanding who they are, how they attained ultimate happiness, and why they are revered, let's explore this powerful prayer, the Namokar Maha Mantra.
Okay, now we'd seen this topic last time. Let me ask you all a few questions, okay? I think most of you all are here by now. Namokar Maha Mantra was written by whom? Who initiated, who originated the Namokar Mantra?
No one. Yeah,
No
nobody.
one. Very good. It's always been there. It's called Anadi Kal se hai. All right. Uh, Namokar Maha Mantra has different names. Who knows the other names for Namokar Mantra? Any other names? Okay, one of his, because you are going down to 5 Parmeshtis, right? Chirayu, Arihan, Sid, Acharya, Upadhyay, Sadhu. These are the 5 Parmeshtis. Yes, Kian? Adhyan? That's why it's called Pancha Namaskar Mantra. We are going down 5 times, and that's why it's called Pancha Namaskar Mantra. So Namokar mantra, Namaskar mantra, Panch Namaskar mantra, Samyak. Why is it also called Anadi Mula mantra? Yes, Shirayu?
Because nobody created it and it
Excellent.
never started and it won't end.
Beautiful. Why is it called Mula mantra? Mula mantra. Avika, Samyak, Arhan, Prasu. Why is it called Mula mantra? Because from Namokar mantra alone, do you know how many mantras can originate? Can be written from one mantra alone? 8.4 million mantras. Will you believe it? Alright, so many mantras can originate from one mantra itself. Alright, that's why it's called Mula mantra. It's the root of all the mantras. There's one more name. It's also called Aparajit mantra. Avika, aparajit. A is no. Parajit is no one can defeat it. Okay? So what do you think? Why is it called aparajit mantra?
Like Chirayu said, it can never end.
Mm-hmm. No one can defeat
And
it.
it also helps defeat all.
Or yes. So it stands undefeated by yes, Shirayu?
Because like nothing is stronger than that prayer.
Because it is the most powerful mantra of all.
Yeah.
Alright, that's why it's called Aparajit mantra. Any more names? Anadi Dinan mantra, Mula mantra, Mangal mantra, Aparajit mantra. Chali. So everyone knows the names of the five Parmeshtis, Aryan, Siddh, Acharya, Upadhyay, Sadhu Parmeshti. Let's watch a little bit more.
नमो अरिहन्ताणं नमो सिद्धाणं नमो आयर्याणं नमो उपच्छायाणं नमो लूये सव्वसाहूणम्.
Hold your hand.
This is the Namokar Maha Mantra. Namokar signifies salutation or obeisance. Maha denotes greatness, and mantra represents a prayer, hymn, or a collection of religious words with specific meaning. The Namokar Maha Mantra is known by various other names, including Mool Mantra, Panch Namaskar Mantra, Anadi Nidhan Mantra, and more. Let's delve into the meaning of the Namokar Maha Mantra. The Namokar Maha Mantra is a salutation to the five supreme beings, Panch Parmeshti. These are Arahant, Siddh, Acharya, Upadhyay, and Sadhu. They are considered supreme because by conquering their inner flaws, they have either attained liberation or are on the path toward it.
Alright, now each one of us is trying to conquer someone outside. Do you know about the war that's started? I'm sure everyone knows it, right? Right, so many countries at war. Okay, so Arhan, there are a few countries who struck war against Iran, and then Iran is fighting them back. So the world is in chaos right now. So everyone is trying to fight against someone outside. But how can we become supreme? By fighting against our real enemies, the ones within. And Neve, who are our enemies within? Who are the real enemies that we have?
Midyatva.
Oh my God, mithyatva. I don't even know what mithyatva is. Some people might say. For some, you're right, Neve. For someone who doesn't even know what mithyatva is, in simpler ways, who are we going to try to fight against? Yes, Zoe, Chia, Arhan,
Karmas.
karmas,
Particles.
karma
Wrong faith.
particles. Bolo?
Wrong faith.
Wrong faith is again mithyatva, moha, rag, dvesh, attachment, aversion, delusion. Okay, so yes, very good, everyone. So
And
that is
Panch
what we
Pap.
should. Panch Pap, that is what we should be fighting. But instead of that, we are raging war with those that are outside of us. And that's why we stay in sansar. The ones who follow the path of moksha, the ones who become free, fight against their inner enemies. All right? Chaliye.
Namo Arhantanam means salutations to all the Arhants of the universe that exist in the past, present, and future. Arhants are souls who have achieved omniscience, Keval Gyan or perfect knowledge, and godhood. They are free from 4 major obscuring Ghati karma. Namo Siddhanam means salutations to all the Siddha of the universe that exist in the past, present, and future. Siddha are the liberated omniscient gods who have manifested the purest form of the soul. They have freed themselves from all 8 karma and are worthy of the highest reverence. You might wonder, if Siddha hold the highest position, why do we venerate Arahant first? It is because Arahant illuminate the path to liberation through their teachings, explaining
Who can tell this? Why do we bow down to Arihants before the Siddhas? Bolo jaldi. Yes, Zoe?
Because they're like on our path the most.
All right, they're on our path, so are the Siddhas not on our path? Yes, Arhan?
Because if there were no Arihants, then we wouldn't like know that there are Siddhas.
Right. Because who would tell us about the Siddhs, the liberate the path? They show us the path of liberation. Siddhas are already liberated souls. They are not going to tell us anything. They are deeply engrossed in their own happiness. But it's Arihants who show us the path of Siddhas. And that's why we bow down to Arihants. Because if there were no Arihants, who would teach us about the Siddhas? Very, very good. So Arihants have destroyed 4 Ghatiya karmas. Siddhas have destroyed all the 8 Ghatiya karmas. Then we have Acharyas who are the leaders of the Muni Sangh. Upadhyayas are the teachers of the Muni Sangh. And Sadhus are
How's
the
your
ones
day been
following.
going?
Sadhus are, yes, Anvi? Sadhus are the ones following the path to moksha, the ones doing sadhana. Okay? They are the students of the Muni Sangha. So that's what we had seen last time. Today, let's start with the Char Mangal, and also it's a very auspicious time of the year that's going on. Does anyone know what's happening right now? Yes, Arhan?
The second time that Payushan happens is coming.
All right, you're close. It's not Paryu. Okay, how many times a year does Dashlakshan Parva or Paryushan Parva come?
3.
3 times a year. And just like Dashlakshan comes thrice, there's another Parva, okay, which comes 3 times a year. Yes, Chirayu, which is that?
And one more thing, Mahavir Janma Kalyanak.
Does it come 3 times a year? Is Mahavir Bhagwan born thrice
Oh,
a year?
3 times. Oh, my bad.
3 times. 3 times. Do you celebrate your birthday thrice, Chirayu? No. Just once a year, isn't it? Right? Yes, bolo. Koi bhi bolo, Arhan.
Sola Karan.
Sola Karan. Okay, Dashlakshan Parva comes thrice. Sola Karan Parva comes before Dashlakshan Parva. There's one more. Ashta. I gave you a hint now. Chalo bolo. Avi, Tiyan, Tara, Narvi, Anvi.
Ashtanika Parv.
Ashtanika Parva. Just like Dashlakshan Parva comes thrice, Ashtanika Parva is also a Shashwat Parva. Shashwat is that which is always present. Okay, past, present, future, it will be there. So it's also called. Apart from Ashtanika and Dashlakshan, do you know every week there is one Shashwat Parva? What is that called? Every week there's a special celebration, a special auspicious day. It's called Ashtami and
Chaturdashi.
Chaturdashi. It's called Ashtami and Chaturdashi. Very, very good. Chaliye. So right now is that auspicious time for Ashtanik Parva. And it comes 3 times a year. Kartik, Falgun and Asad. So right now is the month of Falgun, or some people call it Fagun as well. Okay. So for 8 days, the gods, the celestial gods, not Arihan Siddhs, okay, the celestial gods go to this place called Nandishwar Dweep. Okay, you and I live on this place called Jambu Dweep. You're in US, I'm in Australia, but we all together live on this massive island called Jambu Dweep. Okay, that's the first island. And then there's an ocean around it called Lavan Samudra. Have you ever tasted the water of the ocean? No? Sea water? Have you ever tasted any sea water? Is it sweet? It's salty, right? And the reason it's salty is because Jambudweep is encircled by this samudra, by this ocean called Lavan Samudra. The word Lavan means salt, and that's why all the sea waters are salty. And then they have Dhatki Khand, and then one more uh, ocean around it. Then they have Pushkarvar Dweep, one more ocean. Like that, the eighth island is called the Nandishwar Dweep, and you and I can't go there. How far can you and I travel? Prasuk Samyak, आप बताओगे? How far can you and can all humans travel? Samyak, Avika, anyone, Zoe, Gia.
I'm pretty sure you can travel just the end of Jambudweep.
No, it's the Adhai Dweep, 2.5. So we can travel out of Jambu Dweep in the Dhatki Khand, the Kalodadi Samudra. The second ocean is called Kalodadi because the water is blackish. It's dark. Okay, then we have the Pushkarvar Dweep. Okay, and then there's a mountain that divides the Pushkarvar Dweep, and none of us can go beyond the mountain. Okay, that's why it's called Dhai Dweep. Has anyone heard of this place called Dhai Dweep? There's a replica in Indore. Has anyone been there?
Yeah,
To
I went there.
All right. Okay. So where does that word Dhai Dweep come from? Dhai means 2.5, by the way. 2.5 is called
I
Dhai.
went there. I went there like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, lucky you. Very, very nice. So that's what Dhai Dweep means. Jambu Dweep, and then we have Dhatki Khand and half of Pushkarva Dweep. So that's 2.5. And like that, the eighth Dweep is called Nandishwar Dweep. None, sorry, none of the humans can travel beyond the 2.5 dweeps. Okay, but celestial gods go there to Nandishwar Dweep because there are beautiful, massive, beautiful Jinamandir temples which are made out of gold, silver, diamonds, pearls. They are made out of precious materials. Have you ever been to a temple which is fully golden, which is made out of pearls and emeralds? No, there is a golden temple in Amritsar, but it's only made of gold. It doesn't have any pearls, emeralds, and anything in it, right? So like that, it's beautiful there, and all the celestial gods though go there. And guess what? There is the sun and moon both there at the same time, so it never gets dark, or it never dawns there. It's always bright. It's never nighttime there. So these celestial gods go there and they do puja for 24 hours. All right. So today we are going to see how Nandishwar Dweep is, what is special. You and I can't go to Nandishwar Dweep, but what can we do? Wherever we are, we sit in our homes or we go to the temples and we pray to the gods in the Nandishwar Dweep. Okay. There's 52 Jinn Mandir there. 52. Okay. Chaliye. So let's learn about Nandishwar Deep and Ashtanika Parva, which is one of our chapters as well. Give me 1 second. Let me just open this up for you. Oh, you guys need an English version, right? Vitrag Vigyan to English. Brilliant. Chali, the great Ashthanika festival is our 8th chapter from Vitarag Vigyan 2. Every single time we are going to learn something very basic, something very simple, and also go advanced at the same time. Now, for for those kids who are advanced slightly, who've learned a bit more, we've opened up the Vitarag Vigyan, sorry, the Balbodh 1, 2, and 3 papers as a revision before you can start learning the Vitarag, start answering the Vitarag Vigyan papers. Okay. Can you all see my screen? The great Ashtanika festival. Ashta is 8 and Anhi is days. So that festival of 8 days. And what do we do in all the festivals? Eat, drink, be merry? No, no, no. Paryushan Parva, Dashlakshan Parva, or Ashtanika Parva, they are meant for purifying the soul. It falls during the 3 months, Kartik, Fagun, and Ashad. And where is Nandishwar Dweep? In the middle Dweep, where you and I live, there's 3 walls, okay? The Urdhva Lok, where the celestial gods live, the Madhya Lok, where you and I live, and the Adholok. Who lives in Adholok? Samyak? Adholok mein kaun rehta hai?
Adolok is the 7 Narak.
That's right. Now it's not like US ऊपर है तो US is ऊर्ध्व लोक and Australia नीचे है तो Australia is अधोलोक, ऐसा नहीं है. All right? Remember that. Okay, it's not that the Arctic Circle is ऊर्ध्व लोक and Antarctica is अधोलोक. It's not like that. All right. So why do these celestial gods go to Nandishwar Deep? Because there's 52 beautiful self-made temples. Okay, किसी ने नहीं बनाया है. Where they come and engage themselves in pursuit of the soul. How? By offering worship, adoration, and by indulging in religious discourses. Because you and I can't go there, what do? We celebrate it wherever we are. And in India, all Jains, most Jains perform this 8 days Vidhan called Siddha Chakra Vidhan. Why? Because the Siddhas are completely liberated. They have destroyed all the 8 karmas. Okay? And because it is our goal to become Siddhas. Is it our goal, Shirayu? Would you like to become a Siddha?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone here who does not want to, who wants to stay in Sansar forever? Guess what? We can stay in Sansar, okay? Those who choose to will always stay in Sansar. But staying in Sansar is not being in a happy place because there's constant anxiety, constant suffering, one after the other. All right? So, why do these celestial gods, devs, go to Nandishwar Dweep in order to venerate, in order to bow down to the Siddhas? Okay? Now, our own souls are pure and unblemished like the Siddhas. Okay? So, when we do pujan of Vitaragi Dev, it reminds us that we are also, our nature is also to be Vitaragi. Okay? Have you all ever seen or heard the story of Shripal Raja and Mena Sundari Rani? Have you all heard that? No, all right. Today I'll show you the story as well. Okay, the glory of there was this king who had leprosy. Leprosy is a very contagious disease. Okay, and there were 700 other people who had this disease, and his queen was she was Maina Sundari, and she did this vidhan for 8 days. And the Gandodak, does everyone know what Gandodak is? जब हम अभिषेक करते the water. She applied the Gandodak, she sprinkled the Gandodak on all the 700 people who had leprosy. And their leprosy was cured. It's a very painful disease. And it was cured. Okay. So that was the benefit of doing the Siddha Chakra Vidhan. But a bigger benefit is that the real effect of the Siddha Chakra Vidhan was that everyone got vairagya, they got free from attachment and aversion, and their path of moksha also started. So festivals are not just for enjoyment alone, they are for developing detachment, okay, for pursuit of the self. So we all should also be following detachment. No rag, no dvesh means which policy should we follow at home? Kaun batayega? So no attachment and no detachment is equal to dash bhav. Kaun sa bhav hai? Does anyone remember here which sort of bhav is that? Bolo Avika, Samyak, some.
Samta
What is
bhav.
Samta Bhav? Samta is to stay in a state of calmness at all times. Okay? Nandishwar Dweep. All right, we are going to watch a wonderful video, like a great 3D video. Let's watch, okay? And we are going to see. All right, this is the English one. Chaliye.
If you've got health insurance, speak to iSelect before April 1st. If iSelect can't save you
I'm
money
going to
by
ask
finding
your
equivalent
questions,
cover
okay?
for less,
Skip.
ये सभी 52 पर्वत खड़े हुए ढोल के सदृश गोल आकार
1 second. I think this is the second one. We need the first one. Mm,
ये सभी 52 पर्वत
sorry. Give me 1 minute only. 8. Okay. Nishwar Dweep Hindi. All right, found it. Okay.
Violating copyright laws is theft sin.
Jain Digital Technology Foundation.
Nandishwar. Starting from Jambu Dweep,
Yeah,
8th
see
is
this?
Nandishwar
Yes?
Dweep, whose diameter is 163 crore 84 lakh yojan.
So that's how so we live right in the center here, okay? And circling that is the Lavan Samudra, and the 8th one is Nandishwar Dweep. Now, how come there are 52 temples in Nandishwar Dweep?
At the center of all 4 directions of Nandishwar Dweep is a mountain named Anjan.
This Anjan means black, okay? That's why it's a black mountain. And see how our mountains are like that? They have a peak like that, right? You all have seen peak mountains, but like that in Nandishwar Dweep, the mountains are like a drum. They're like a cylinder.
Whose height and bottom to top width is 84,000 yojan. This mountain is like Anjan, which means black in color. There are 4 wells in 4 directions of this mountain. All wells are 1 lakh yojan in length and breadth. That means symmetrical in shape. They are same from bottom to top. Their depth is 1,000 yojan. These wells are filled with water, and no water beings live here.
So, the water which we have in our lakes or wells or oceans has infinite living beings there. But the water in this place in Nandishwar Dweep is free of all living beings.
To all 4 directions of the wells are walls, and 1 forest each.
So, in the center is the Sanjangiri Parvat. On the 4 sides are the 4 wells.
The forests are Ashok in the east, Saptachud in the south, Champak in the west, and Amravan in the north.
And then there's 4 forests.
They are 1 lakh yojan long and 50,000 yojan wide.
Which is very, very vast. They are massive.
In the center of the well is 1 Dadimukh mountain each. So there are 4 Dadimukh mountains in 1 direction of Nandishwar Dweep.
sides there's 4 of these.
All Dadimuk mountains are like curd, meaning white in color,
So the Anjangiri were black
and they are
Dadimuk
10,000 yojin high and 10,000 yojin wide from bottom to top. On the 2 outer corners of the well is 1 Ratikar mountain each,
Rati is red, a red color. So
which
we have a
means there are
black
8
color,
Ratikar mountains
white
in
and
one
red.
direction of Nandishwar Dweep. Color of all Ratikar mountains is like heated gold. And its height and bottom to top width is 1,000 yojin. In this way, in one direction there are 1 Anjan, 4 Dadhimuk, 8 Ratikar, which means 13 mountains and 4 wells. So
Now what does that mean? See, 1 Anjan, 1 black, and then there's 4 of these white, and then 2, 4, 6, and 8 of these Ratikars. So 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 8 is 13 of
in 4 directions there are 4 Anjan, 16 Dadhimuk, 32 Ratikar, which means 52 mountains and 16 wells. All these 52 mountains are like a standing drum and round-shaped. There is 1 Jin temple each on these mountains. I bow down to it with deep respect.
And these temples are not made by anyone. How cool is that? The temple you go to locally would have been made by someone. But these are self-made. इसको कहते हैं अकृत्रिम, not made by anyone.
In these 52 Jin temples, with Bantrik and 12 Indras of Sadurm, Ashan, etc. heavens. Other celestial beings too go to Nandishwar Dweep, from Ashtami till full moon day of Ashard, Kartik and Falgun month of every year, and continuously perform puja for 6 hours.
Chaliye. So that's what that is the way this Nandishwar Dweep has been there. No one has created it. It exists there from eternity. All right. How cool is this Nandishwar Dweep? All right. Now we are going to do something more interesting. So we've learned a little bit we've revised about Namokar Mantra. We saw about Nandishwar Dweep. We learned about Ashtanika Parva. Now let's do something more interesting. Okay, something easy and something interesting is which we are going to do every single time. So after Nandishwar Dweep, then comes a chapter of Bhagwan Parshvanath, and just before Nandishwar Dweep chapter was the Ashtanika Parva chapter, came the chapter of oopsie daisy. Of non-violence, which is ahimsa. So today we are going to learn a little bit about both these topics. What does non-violence or ahimsa mean to you? Arvi, what does Arvi, Veer, AJ, Meher, सब लोग अपने अपने videos on कर लो. Yes, Zoe.
Non-violence is like not hurting other jeeves or not like.
Can I go there? Can I go to Nandishwar Dweep? If that is your question, we cannot go there now. But when we go to Dev Gati, we can go there. The Devs are the ones who can go there because it's in this 8th island and you and I can't go beyond the 2.5 islands. Okay? So how do the Devs go there? Devs have a lot of riddhis, a lot of superpowers. Right? Would you like to acquire a superpower? I have a question for each one of you. Who here would want to become a Sarvagya? Anyone here who would want to become a Sarvagya? Put your hand up. Okay, Prasuk wants to become a Sarvagya. Shirayu, good. 3. Very good. I can see only 3 people. 4. Slowly hands are coming up. 5. Okay, I think almost everyone. Why would you not want to become a Sarvagya? Tell me. My next question to you is, what will you do by becoming a Sarvagya? Bolo Prasuk. You had your hand up first.
Is it
Up first.
Sarvagya where you have like all the knowledge?
Great question. Okay, why do you want to become Sarvagya? So that I get all the knowledge. Now, the most important thing is, what will you do with all that knowledge? Shirayu, what will you do if you become a Sarvagya? You've got knowledge about everything in this world.
You know everything what's happening in the three loks.
You know everything that's happening everywhere. And guess what? Not just everything about everyone, but you know the past, present, future at one time. It's called simultaneously. Yugapat jo jante hai. Now, my question to you all is, imagine someone is a Sarvagya, okay, and you know that you're going to board a flight and the flight tomorrow, and imagine I'm a Sarvagya. I know I'm going to board a flight tomorrow. And what if I see in my knowledge that the flight is going to crash? What will happen to me today?
If you could see that, you probably wouldn't go on the flight.
Right. I wouldn't go on the flight.
Yeah.
And because I know the flight is going to crash, what will happen to me today?
You're gonna get scared of going on the flight.
Get scared? Would you get anxious? Forget a flight, you're driving, you're riding a bike, maybe you're riding in the park, okay? And someone sleeps and they see that tomorrow when they're riding in a bike in the park, they're going to be hit by someone and fall off and brace their knees and they're going to have a fractured leg, okay? Would you still want to go to the park on your bike tomorrow? I bet no one would, and you would
You're
be so
probably gonna get
anxious.
you're probably gonna get scared that you won't ride your bike at all.
Would be scared for sure. Yes, Shirayu.
I would go there because I could just stop the bike. Like I could just stop that happening because I can like do anything.
All right, now here comes the catch. Okay, so Chirayu is very, very brave. He says, I know that I'm going to fall off tomorrow, but still I'll go there because I can stop that. Now, here is the thing with Sarvagyas, okay? Sarvagyas know everything, but who can tell me what do they do? Like Chirayu, when he becomes a Sarvagya, he thinks he can stop something from happening. Samyak, you tell me, can Sarvagyas stop something or bring something? No. Now, here is the very important point, Shirayu. Okay, pay attention. Arvi, Veer, everyone. Sarvagyas do nothing. Okay, they know everything, yet they do nothing. And hence, until unless we want to keep doing something, we will never become Sarvagya. Because what is the rule? Only Dash can become Sarvagya. For those who know the nature of Sache Dev, who are real gods, there's at least two characteristics, two attributes of real gods. कौन बताएगा मुझे? सच्चे देवों का लक्षण क्या है? Yes? Chirayu, you know this. I know that you know it. I'm giving you a hint.
Or can you say the
Sach-
question again?
सच्चे देव कौन होते हैं? Who are the ones who can become Sarvagya? Only the Dash can become Sarvagya. Bolo, quick. You all know that. Yes, Samya.
Is it
Vitragi. So Vitrag is Beet Gaya jinka rag, no dvesh. So I know that something is going to happen, yet I don't do anything about it. By the way, जो bike पे driving कर रहे they are not सर्वज्ञ that time, okay? क्योंकि सर्वज्ञ कब बनते हैं? जब हम अपने आत्मा के ध्यान में only the ones who are meditating upon their soul can become sarvagya, because the rule is the ones who are vitaragi only become sarvagya. Otherwise, it would be a big problem. All right, like I would be so scared that my flight is going to crash tomorrow. Sarvagyas, if someone was a sarvagya and they could do something, all right, they wouldn't do good or bad things to others. Hence, the rule is always Vitaragta first. Remember the VSH. Arihants are Vitaragi, Sarvagya and Hit Upadeshi. चलिए अब हम लोग आगे बढ़ते हैं. So non-violence, my question to you all was, what does non-violence mean to you and why is non-violence so important? चलिए, कौन बताएगा? Why is non-violent? Why is it important to be non-violent?
Because
Yes. Avika followed by Samyak.
If you do violence, then you're gonna get a lot of bad karmas, which would
Right.
lead to Narak or Tiryansh Gati.
Very nice. Remember, everything that you do comes back with the equal and opposite reaction. So when I'm doing some violence on others, remember it's going to come back to me 10x, okay, 100x. So be very, very cautious about not just what you do, but what you think, what you say, and what you do. Yes, Samya, bolo beta.
all souls are equal, so it doesn't make sense for one soul to be violent to another.
Samyak says all souls are equal. Why would you do violence once you know that all souls are equal? Why would you even do violence? Because what I do unto others, I'm doing unto myself as well, isn't it? So, whenever I'm doing hinsa of someone, first I'm doing hinsa of myself. All right. For example, Meher, I have a coal, like a hot stone, a burning hot stone in my hand, and I'm really angry at someone, XYZ. Okay. And I decide I am going to throw that hot coal at someone to burn them off. What's happening before that coal hits someone?
You're having the thoughts to do hinsa, so you're still getting thought.
Okay, before that, ye paap to ho hi raha hai. My hand has that hot coal, and I'm
Oh.
thinking,
You're burning your own hand.
I'm burning myself. Before you do hinsa to others, Arhan, you're inevitably doing hinsa to oneself. Hence, they say, all like Samyak said, all living souls, sabhi atmaएं barabar hai. Everyone is same. So then, why would I feel rag or dvesh towards someone? Very nice. So there's different levels of ahimsa, and you and I are Shravaks, and Muniraj follow a higher level of ahimsa. Okay. Now there's 4 types of hinsa. Does anyone know the 4 types of hinsa? Arambhi, Udyogi, Virodhi, and who remembers? Follow Sankalpi hinsa. Now this is really important. Okay. So Arhan's family decides they want to go to India. Okay, they are still in the US, and the very thought that when you have to decide to go somewhere, you have to do a certain steps. So that's where the Arambi Hinsa starts. So they're leaving home and then going to the airport. So everything that we embark to do has some form of hinsa or the other, right? Like when you're driving on the airport, you're killing so many jeep. When you're flying in the aeroplane, you're killing infinite jeep. So a lot of hinsa happens. That's Arambi. Udyogi, someone decides to start a business, okay? That which is related with creating something for your livelihood, that is Udyogi hinsa, okay? And then we have Virodhi hinsa. Like Israel, they hit a missile on Iran. So what did Iran do? If someone hits you, what would you do? You would say, I'm Bhagwan Mahavir's follower, Ahimsa Parmo Dharm Ki Jai. What would you do, Prasuk?
I would probably like get mad at them,
And
like if they did it for no reason, like I don't know. It depends.
all right, if someone is threatening your existence, Meher says fight back. If someone is coming to kill you, what would you do?
I like probably like stop it if I knew it. I'd probably like stop before it happened.
Yes, Kian, Avian. So you would definitely protect yourself.
I'll fight
defend
back.
yourself. Fight back to defend yourself, right? So Arambi is when you embark to do something. Udyogi is about your livelihood, about the business. And then we have Virodhi is for self-protection. So we as Shravaks, we as householders often engage in these 3 forms of hinsa. Okay. But the 4th form of hinsa is Sankalpi hinsa. Now, how many? There's 15 of you there. if you see an ant or a cockroach or a bug beside you, how many of you dare to get up and stomp and crumple that jeep? Any one of you here? I'm telling you, no one of you would dare to do that because your thoughts are so pure. None of us even has the courage to do that, right? So that is Sankalpi Hinsa. And why don't you have the courage? Because we are very, our thoughts are very pure. Because we are followers of Bhagwan Mahavir, whose core principle was ahimsa. And that's why we say ahimsa parmo dharma ki jai. All right? So Sankalpi Hinsa is to decide and kill someone, preemption of killing someone. That is something which we should avoid at all times. Like, who vacuums their home? Sometimes mom and dad give you this chore of vacuuming the home, cleaning up the home. All right. Now you see a bug right at the corner of the room. Who will take a vacuum and kill that bug, put that bug into the vacuum cleaner? None. What would we do? You would gently take it into a dustpan or something or a paper and you would put it outside, right? Put it in the safe place. That's what a Hinsak soul would do because you see that just like I want to be safe, I want to be happy, that little bug also deserves happiness and deserves peace, and hence you will protect that. All right. So we saw 4 different types of Hinsa. Chaliye. So today we learned a little bit about ahimsa. We learned about the Namokar mantra, the different names of Namokar mantra. Every soul is pure. We learned about Nandishwar Dweep. And I've got 2 options for you. Do you want to watch a movie on the story of Ashthanik Parva, on the story where, what was the queen's name? Siddha Chakra Vidhan जिन्होंने किया था. The story where Shripal Raja and Maina Sundari Rani. Do you want to watch that story? Or play a Kahoot? I'll leave it to you all. Can we do a Kahoot?
We do a blue kit.
Sorry?
Let's play a blue kit. Blue kits are so
Blue
much
kit?
better.
All right, you want to do a blue kit?
Blue
Okay,
kits
let's
are
do
so good.
Crypto hack.
crypto hack. Okay, let's do a blue kit then. Chaliye, let's play a blue kit.
I'm
Give me
burning.
one. There we go. I am not even sure why this is not allowing me to enter into the Blue Kit account. I'll have to check this out. Anyways, sorry guys, I'll check this why the Blue Kit is not working. But for now, we'll have to do with a Kahoot. For next week, I can get a Blue Kit ready for y'all. We'll do something really easy for now.
What
Okay.
about Gimkit? Gimkit?
I don't have a Gimkit one. You know what?
Can we do the submarine Kahoot?
All right, let's do that.
Submarine so cool.
Let's do the submarine squad because there's enough of y'all. We could try doing the submarine squad today.
Where was the game pin?
In a second, I'm showing you in a second.
Wait, I'm doing it on my Chromebook.
Okay. Right, so no island. And what was it? The submarine squad?
Submarine squad.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
actually, can we do the Lost
Squad.
Pyramid? The pyramid?
All right.
Nah, I
Because
don't like
it's
that one that much.
okay, let's
But
try
yes,
the lost.
you do need. Actually, we have enough people today because you need teams
Right.
Lost Pyramid.
Okay, log in everyone.
What's the name? What's the name?
You can join into any one of them, the 4 teams:
Mhm.
kangaroo, owl, tiger, and woodchuck. Chaliye, let's start.
Go Team Owl!
So what you have to do is reach the top of the pyramid. Start.
Why are there so many people? I think you have to press next.
Oopsie. Was he born in the 5th, Carl? How many years ago did he attain moksha? What do you think? Around how many? How many Kalyanaks does Tirthankar have? All the teams are doing well. Come on, I'm sure everyone knows this.
Come on, y'all got this.
Come on. Yay! Chia, Meher, Zoe. Well done. Wow. Team Owl. And then we have Chirayu the god, Arhan.
I
Excellent.
noticed that the team with the least people got first.
That's because lesser people make mistakes, isn't it? Shelly, I think we'll stop here and then we can continue next time. I hope that was fun. I'll get Blue Cat ready for y'all. I'm not sure what happened today. but I'll definitely get that sorted for you for next week. Give me 1 second. For now, let's stop. Sorry, why is this not? All right. Okay, there we go. Let's start. Do our Janvani Stuti. निज निधि निज में बताई यह अनंत उपकार है, इसके लिए चिन्हवाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है, वंदना शत बार है। जय बोलो 24 तीर्थंकर भगवान की जय हो। अष्टानिका महापर्व की जय हो। अनंतानंत सिद्ध परमेष्ठी भगवान की जय हो, जय हो, जय हो। Jai Jinendra, everyone. I'll see you all next week.
Jinendra.
Sorry, 1 second.
Jai Jinendra.